Hi, I'm Walt Lacuter, the Executive Director of the Kitsap Rescue Mission, and I have here with me today Mike O'Shaughnessy, our Director of Operations. We have an exciting piece of news for you that's happening on January the 1st of 2018. I'll be transitioning out of the Executive Director position into an Associate Director position, and Mike will be taking over as the Executive Director. This transition is part of a long-term goal of ours, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our past right now so you can understand where we're coming from. In 2009, Larry Cooney and I decided that we needed to have a rescue mission here in Kitsap County, and so we incorporated. In 2010, Larry decided to take a mission down in California, and the Board of Directors asked me to take over as the executive. At that time, we hired Mike O'Shaughnessy as our first and only employee at that time. And the two of us began to work together to develop a strategy for helping the homeless here in Kitsap County. In 2011, after doing a lot of meals in our mobile meal sites, we were given 2 homes to provide a place for men. So we began our Fresh Start program for men and housed 6 men. Most of them are currently living independent lives on their own right now. 2014, another exciting event happened is that we purchased this building at 810 6th Street, the building that we're currently in. The idea of this was to expand that Fresh Start program into a full recovery program here in the upstairs of this building where we're at right now. And then downstairs to be able to have some overnight services for people who needed shelter, as well as meals and clothing, and a number of other things that are transitioning. So what happens then in 2017, a lot of new services that we had planned on took effect. And so I'm going to let Mike talk a little bit about what happened in 2017.
Yeah, well, 2017 was a big year. We went from a staff of 4 to 12, which is amazing in itself. So even though we have a staff of 12, we all wear multiple hats still, so we're all over the place. The other thing that's happened is we moved our day room that used to be located at 5th and Warren, which was really only in a sense of a place people could come in, have a cup of coffee and sit down. We expanded and actually added case managers. And really what they're doing is helping them either apply for medical or even as simple as getting a phone, and then helping go to the next step for temporary housing into permanent housing. And our case managers have seen over 200 unique individuals this year alone. So we look forward to next year as those services expand. We also have a veteran advocacy. We have education and employment that's just getting off the ground as we speak. The other thing is we have a day room that people come in. They still come in. About 90 people a day are coming into our day room on average. And that's coming in for coffee and snacks, case management, haircuts, clothing donations. Speaking of clothing donations, we serve 3 days a week. We hand out clothing to those that are experiencing homelessness or low income. About 20 people a day, and we've served up to 3,000 people this year in just our clothing bank. And then I really want to talk about is our overnight shelter, which is currently the only low barrier shelter open year round in the county. We have 25 beds for that. This year alone, we have served 370 unique individuals in our shelter, providing 8,000 bed nights. Yeah. That's a lot of people and an ability to have somewhere to stay safe and secure at night, have a fresh shower, put on clean clothes and sleep, so they're not on the streets. As we look at 2018 and 2019, we look for the completion of this building. As Walt had spoken about the expansion of the Fresh Start program, we'll go upstairs and there'll be 30 men and up to 10 to 15 women in a 2-year discipleship recovery program that can change their lives forever. We also expand at the completion of the building our overnight shelter, which goes from 25 to 45. So we can see the numbers double. I'm sure next year of probably like 16,000 bed nights what it'll be there. But as we continue on, I want to say is that we want to become the place where people who are experiencing homelessness can find hope. Not just hope in having a new life, but hope in Christ. that be a place that Jesus is glorified and that people are loved. That when they walk through the doors of the Kitsap Rescue Mission, they don't feel it's a social service, but they generally feel that our volunteers and our staff are loving on them and want the best for them and want to see them not on the streets anymore, but in a home, part of a family and part of a community.
We really relish all that we've done in the past years, and we're looking forward to all the things that we're going to do in the future years. And I'm glad that Mike and I are going to be able to continue to work side by side to see the vision that we've had for the Kitsap Rescue Mission continue on for a long time to come as we serve the people here in Kitsap County.